Hey everybody, thank you so much for joining me as I indulge in a little bit of show and tell of the decks that I received for my birthday. A couple of them were from me to me, and then the rest are from others. And I feel like this year, this birthday, is the one where I have received the most decks that I've ever received, for a birthday or like Christmas. I'm counting one, two, three, four, five, six. I'm counting six, eight if you count the two from my retail therapy purchase. So yeah, it's been a good year for decks. It's been a good birthday for decks. So let's just dive into it. I will start with a deck that actually I've already shown, but it does technically count as a birthday gift because that was why it was purchased. And that is the Grateful Dead Tarot. So Matt had purchased this deck for me in March of this year. My birthday is in June, and he was going to hold the deck until my birthday and give it to me then, but I convinced him to just give it to me right away, and he didn't put up much of a fight. So, but actually, I didn't start really using the deck until late May and all into June. So this would be the first tarot deck that I received for my birthday, and as you might know from, Three Girls Lives, where I've talked about this, or just, I know I've talked about this deck in other videos and how much I'm really enjoying it and having a lot of fun with it. These next two decks I purchased myself as gifts to myself. And this one I've shown before, I'm pretty sure. This is Tarot of the Guiding Muse. And I am loving this deck hardcore. It's beautiful. And if you have been around on my channel for any length of time and you've gotten to know kind of my tastes in art, then this would not come as a surprise because this is definitely my jam. And I have just really been finding any and every excuse to use this deck for readings and spreads. And just recently, a friend asked for a tarot reading, and while I had originally thought that this was going to be like a solely Julie deck, that I wasn't going to use this with anyone else, I don't know, something just told me to grab this deck to use to read for her. And yeah, it was a really touching experience. And, she got emotional, and I think that this deck really resonated with her. The next deck I bought for myself is the Loon Tarot. And you can buy this on GameCrafter or NPC. I opted for GameCrafter because I live in the US and didn't want to deal with the tariffs with an NPC purchase. Anyway, I don't know why it took me so long to get this deck, because when I first became aware of it, there wasn't any question. Like, I wanted this deck. I thought it was beautiful. I mean, the art really resonates with me. And I suppose what happened is, with so many decks popping up on the market, so many wonderful indie creators, making decks available, this one probably just got lost in the shuffle. And then Sarah had shown a card from this deck in her Show Me Your Decks video response, and that reminded me, like, okay, get to it. Hurry up and buy this deck already before you forget again or get distracted again. So I did. Have not worked with it yet. The next deck that I received as a gift, I've maybe shown once briefly in a Three Girls Live, and that is the Pussycat Tarot. So this is a tarot deck with an all ages matching game on the reverse side. So this is what the matching game looks like. So these backs are just really neat, and they also have poems on them as well. No repeats, all different poems. And then here are the cards. It's just a very straight up like cat deck, and it's simple in nature, but I don't mind that at all. And yeah, that's funny. I've never seen it before until I received it, and so I'm really looking forward to using it. But yeah, the images, they give you just what you need, and I really like that one. I like the color scheme of the deck. Of course, hashtag cats, you can't really go wrong there. And my ever-growing collection of cat decks could always use one more. Why not? So I look forward to seeing how this one reads for me, but very kind of pippish in nature. Next deck is the Bonsequittor Tarot. I am so happy to have this because a friend had asked me what I wanted for my birthday. And I said, well, since you asked, and I sent her the link for this, and I told her that she could go in on it with our other mutual friend, and that would be awesome. And so yeah, she got it for me, and oh my gosh, just looking at the imagery and how colorful it is, it just puts me in a great mood. Love this card. Like, love this Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles has started to, like some other cards that I've mentioned before, like Eight of Cups, Queen of Swords, like the Eight of Pentacles has started to really become an important card, and one that I look at more and more as I think about decks that I want to buy. And so I love that Eight of Pentacles. I just really love virtually all the images. I like how modern it is. And yeah, like that. That's just, it's awesome. So, yeah, and I love this Two of Swords. I love her. I love everything about her. Like, if she had black hair, that could be me, Anyway, I already tried, as you can see, it's shuffled. So I already tried shuffling it to see if my T-Rex hands could deal, and it shuffles like a dream. The final deck that I received is called the Gold Foil Tarot. And I had to do a little research on this deck. I mean, at first I thought it was just one of those, generic RWS decks. But after seeing these two cards, I was just like, this looks familiar. I feel like this is from a mass market deck. And sure enough, it is from the pocket, the universal weight pocket. I mean, it even says right here, because this forward was lifted straight from the guidebook. Stuart Kaplan wrote it. So, I mean, seeing his name, I'm just like, okay, this is from a US Games deck. Totally copyright infringement. But my friend had no way of knowing that. She does not do tarot. And so a thoughtful gesture regardless, and I do plan to keep and maybe use the deck. Like, the thing about this is that because of the card stock, which is this like plasticky material, it is just slippery AF. And while it's very easy to riffle shuffle, I dare not bridge, because the first time was the last time. I mean, cards went flying in every direction. So, and just generally managing and holding the deck and going through the deck, cards have just slipped away. Quite literally, it's just a slippery deck. And so they just go everywhere. And so I don't know how practical in application this form factor is. I mean, it's pretty. It's very pretty. Also, depending on the light. So this light is okay, but you do see, reflection. Here's my mount. You can see that. When I was trying to look at this at my desk, that light was not conducive at all, and I couldn't really see much because of the glare and the reflection. So yeah, you gotta use this under a certain light, and you just gotta be more mindful of how you're handling a deck like this, because it's just really slippery. So I think this is a deck where, when my friend wants another tarot reading, I will try to use this deck to read for her. And that makes up all of the decks that I received for my birthday. A huge thank you to the people who gifted me these decks. I have my work cut out for me, and I'm not mad about it. I'm really excited to get to know all of these, the ones I haven't worked with, and to add to my deck library. So if you stayed with me for this long, I appreciate you. Hope you all are well, and I will catch you in the next one.